Well, it's been a while since the Doors Floor 2 update was dropped, and though we did a lucky moment video on the update, you guys have sent in way more luckier moments that honestly puts the other ones to shame. These are the rarest moments ever in Roblox Doors Floor 2. What's your luckiest moment? Like and subscribe, or else you'll be unlucky forever. Let's first start off with a familiar face within the game, Jack. The Red Room surprises are really interesting, but within the mines, with a bunch of gloom bats, well, that makes it even cooler. Yeah, there was a lot going on. It's actually pretty rare for the Red Room Jack to happen, especially within the same room with all the gloom bats, but the eggs by themselves have a 5% chance, as they aren't rare at all, but paired with the Jack Red Room makes this a 1 out of 40,000 moment when combining the oddities of both events together. But imagine this, you just started the game of Floor 2 and you ended up getting a bunch of item rooms within the first room of the game. Yeah, this happened to Roblox as they showed off their stash of items that they've gotten, including a crucifix right within room 103, and they already had one from yet another room before that. I mean, bro, you got infinite luck at that point, but how are you going to use your second crucifix? I hope you kept dropping the item in order to move it up the cave. That's not all. A player was actually able to get not just one, not just two, but 3 freaking crucifixes all within the same room and all covered within the vine-covered chests. You can see that all the screenshots are related to each other, as they do show 2 more crucifixes in boxes along with the player holding one. That's honestly wild. The wiki states it's a 0.66% chance of getting just one inside of a chest, so getting 3 in a room? Bro, that's literally 1 out of 100,000 chance of getting 3 crucifixes within a room with about 7 chests. But this next one is ungodly lucky. It's room 200 and you're facing against a giant damn Seek entity. One wrong move and it's game over for you. But this player had a very unique angle at what's going to happen.
Hey yo, what the?
Bro, are you serious? Their friend got handled by one of the Seek arms while jumping around, and they didn't get glitched outside the map or thrown into Seek goop? So many people have been found to glitch outside of the map, especially getting caught by those Seek hands, so that's pretty insane that they were still able to survive after that. But how about this? This may not be 3 crucifixes within the same room, but this player was able to find something just as cool. They were able to obtain 3 shears within the same room in the whole complex, and that's pretty cool considering the shears do have around a 1% chance of spawning into a run, so that means this person ran into a 1 out of 29,700 moment of finding 3 shears within one single room. This one's crazier though. We all should know about that room without the roof that also acts as a garden room containing some items. This room is rare in itself, with the community thinking that there is a probability of a 1 out of 2,500 chance. And though that's rare in itself, what about adding this room with the oddity of also finding glowbat eggs within it? That makes it even more rarer to a much lower 1 out of 50,000 chance of finding both within the room. Now that's pretty insane, but is it as crazy as this next one? We all know getting one rare room such as the update trailer room is rare in itself, but this person ended up getting 2 rare rooms in a row, one of which being the secret sewer room in the beginning, which leads to that same trailer secret room that is its own dedicated guarded room. Now while the chance of this isn't that insane, at a conservative 0.5% chance of getting the sewer room and the other room, this equates to a 1 out of 500,000 chance of finding them back to back like this. Now that is the rarest one so far, but this This one is a cool Easter egg, as we all know who MatPat is, the famous game theorist. This player was able to find a complete MatPat theory family room in which every door within the room contained a secret MatPat painting reference. According to Redables, the co-developer for Roblox Doors, there are 55 possible paintings that could have spawned inside these rooms, and the player was able to find 3 of them right in a row. This means this was a 1 out of 166,000 chance of finding 3 MatPat paintings in a row like this, with each one being about a 1 out of 55 chance. But this one's crazy. Remember that rare grumble room we talked about on this video right here? We mentioned that there was only one screenshot available of this secret room. Well, thanks to Gator Plays, we finally have video footage on this extremely secret room. We can notice the player is actually able to walk within the tunnels that was caused by the grumble entities, and they were only at door 107 when they ran into this as well. This room is theorized to also have a 1 out of 2,500 chance of spawning in. But that's nothing compared to this next one. Take the room we just saw and also sprinkle in some Gloombat eggs into the mix of things. And what do you get? Well, you get this. Well, how about another player finding another rare sewer room, but this time with higher quality footage compared to the past one? These sewage rooms are very large in their size and often confuse the player on where to go, as they also hold onto a rare chance of running into one as well. Now go grab some holy water, because I can't believe this one with my own eyes. Earlier we showed someone finding 3 crucifixes, and though that's stupid rare, someone was actually able to take that crown. So, no, they weren't able to find 4 crucifixes sadly, though that would have been some really insane stuff. But this player actually had video proof of them finding another 3 crucifixes within the same room, which is good for yet another 1 out of 100,000 moment according to ChatGPT. That means you'd have to literally go through 100,000 rooms before a moment like this ever presents itself to you. But what's another really rare moment that's honestly pretty crazy as well? Well, how about this? Someone was actually able to get footage of a Giggle getting squashed, and this is really rare in itself, because you not only need to spawn in a Giggle within the figure room, but you also have to lure the entity over in order for this cutscene to happen. We're not sure what the probability is, but it has to be around a 1 out of 200,000 chance of this occurring. But what's your rarest and luckiest moment? Like and subscribe and take care.